So I'm Kathleen. I won't bore you very long, I promise. So I was living in St. Paul, Minnesota for 25 years, and I got involved in the RCIA program at St. Paul's Cathedral when I was in my 30s, I guess. And the director of that program started taking the new candidates to the monastery. And so I started getting to know the sisters and found out about, the Oblate program. And so I kind of came through, faith formation and RCIA to, Oblate formation. And it was a wonderful, wonderful thing. So I was really active for 4 years when I went to graduate school and work full time, sing in a choir, and go to graduate school. Something's got to give. That's about all you can do. That's all I could pull up. So I wasn't active very much after that point, and I ended up moving back home to help out with my mom and her health issues in 2013. And then a couple of years ago, my friend Anne says to me, "Well, I'm interested in becoming an oblate at that Benedictine Monastery in Ferdinand." I'm like, "Is there a monastery in Ferdinand?" Wow. And it's Benedictine. Are they women? Sorry. Sorry to the men. And she's like, yes, to all those questions. And then I said, well, I'm an oblate. And she about fell out of her chair because that doesn't come up in everyday conversation. So we had never talked about it. So that's kind of what brought me here. And you have been welcoming from day one, and as a community and people, I couldn't transfer to a better place because I just started showing up and it was like I was part of you already. So thank you very much. And thanks for making today very special, everyone.
My name's Lucy Will, and I belong to Saints Peter and Paul Parish in Hofstadt. I grew up there in Hofstadt at St. James School. So I'm kind of didn't go far. I was a preschool teacher for 30 years. I married my husband at Hofstadt there, so we moved to Hofstadt. We didn't go very far. He was from St. Joe in Indiana. We had 2 boys, and they're grown now. And I taught preschool for 30 years. And it was a very fulfilling time. And those little kids can show you more about God than many other ways. So that was very inspiring. But I always knew that I needed to do more to learn about God. And I got inspired by a lot of people in my life to do different things. And so my husband ended up having a heart issue that sent us on a journey that was kind of unbelievable. First, he had a heart valve, kind of like an implant pump to keep him alive till he could get on transplant for a new heart. And he got that new heart. And so that was good. And I knew that I'd always prayed that if God was done with me being a teacher, he'd show me the way. And he did. And so I retired in 2018 after Dave got his new heart. And I knew that was my place. And then in 2020, during the pandemic, Dave gets diagnosed with ALS. And he died 2 years ago from ALS. So I asked God, what now? Where does he want me to go? What does he want me to do? So I just make myself available, and that seems to be happening. But I know I can't do this for myself, and I know that I'll just be kind of floundering. So I think, what's next for me in my faith formation? And then my good friend Debbie Neufeld asked me, "Have you ever thought about Oblates?" And so I thought, I'm a strong believer that God gives us signs through people and through things and through timing. And so that was like, okay, the timing. I no longer have the responsibility of caring for my husband. I'm not teaching anymore. My boys are grown. And Debbie came and told me that. And so I'm going, I'm gonna give this a go, God. I don't see if that's where you want me to be, and see if it helps me in my community that I live through, and just see where it goes. So anyway, I'm glad to be here. Thanks.